Hello and welcome. In this video, let us learn about the concept of inheritance. Okay, and for you to teach that, I've taken this example. Okay, vague example. Now, let us assume that these are your parents. Okay, this is your father, this is your mother, and this is you. Now, you might have heard people saying that you have your father's eyes, or you have your mother's nose, or some of the characteristics of you matches with that of your father or mother. Okay, and then along with that, you have some unique characteristics. Correct? So you might have heard people saying that. Now, what has happened is you have inherited some of the characteristics of your parents, and along with that, you have your own characteristics, and that is what defines you or makes you unique. Correct? Yes. Now let us proceed further. One more example, analogy to make you understand the concept. Now, you are living with your parents in your home. Correct? You are living with your parents in your home. Now, whatever is your parents is also yours. For example, your father's bed is also your bed. Your father's TV is your TV too. Or your father's washing machine, which is at your home, is the one that you use to. Or whatever is your parents is yours too. Correct? Along with that, you have some things of your own. For example, mobile. Now, this mobile is yours and not your father's. Of course, he has bought it for you, but then this is yours. All right, this is yours. Whereas you inherit other things from your home. Correct? This is the concept of inheritance. Okay. Now, this is just a vague example. Let me go to the screen and explain you the concept of inheritance in HTML. Alright, to explain you the concept of inheritance, I have made this page. Okay, so let me open the web page. It has this, okay, and this. So let me open this in Notepad and show you the codes. I have a title here, okay, and I have an H1 element, child inherits properties from parents. So which is this H1 element, and then I have a paragraph, okay, paragraph, which is this, and inside the paragraph, I have a strong, okay, I have strong here. So important word is made bold, okay, made bold. Now, as you can see, H1 and P are inside body tags of the HTML file. Okay. Next, I have also linked a style sheet. Let me go to the style sheet. The style sheet is currently empty. Right? Currently empty. Now, let me write style rules and show you the concept of inheritance. Okay. So, I'll say body. Okay. I'll say body. Now, body is the selector here. And I'll say color, and I'll say red, right? Color and red. Now you see, I'm selecting body. What is body? This, okay? I'm saying body should be colored red. So let me save this, and let me refresh it. So you can see both H1 element and paragraph element have red color, even though we styled for body. Okay, even though we wrote the style rule for body, the h1 element and the paragraph element inherited the property from the body, or they have red color. Okay, they have a red color. Okay, next, if I say green, and if I save it, they will be green. They will be green. Okay. Now, if I say font, family, and Pardana, okay, let me save it, and if I refresh it, you can see both h1 element and the paragraph comes in Vardhana. Okay. Now, let me proceed. Okay, let me proceed. I'll say h1. Alright, I'll say h1 and I'll say color and I'll say red. Alright, and then I will close this. I will save this and I will refresh it. Alright, so now you can see we have mentioned the color of h1 to be red, and it has come red, but initially it was green. So initially it has inherited the property from this, but now it is having this. Okay, it is having this property. Okay, we have mentioned the color to be red, so it has come in red. But then we have not mentioned anything about font family here. So the font is being taken by this. Okay, we have not mentioned or defined font here. So the font is inherited from body, but the color is taken from here. Okay, so I'll proceed and I'll say P. Okay, I'll say P and I'll say color and blue. Alright, color and blue. I'll save it, I'll refresh it, and you can see it comes in blue color. It comes in blue color. So here I have mentioned color to be blue. I have defined the rule. Initially it was inheriting property from this, but now I have defined, I'm saying it has to be blue, and so it comes in blue. But then the font is inherited from this. Okay, font is inherited from this. Now this is the concept of inheritance. Alright, now let me go to this. You see the HTML tag. What is HTML tag? HTML tag, this and this HTML tags. Inside HTML tags we have two main divisions. One is head, one is body. Alright, so let me show it to you. This is head. Okay, this is head and this is body. This is body. Under head we have title. Alright, we have title. Where is it? We have title here. Alright, but I have not mentioned it because it is of less importance now, but we have title here. But under body we have headings and paragraphs mainly. Okay, headings and paragraphs mainly. So here I have mentioned only two. There are others too, but this is just to give you the idea of inheritance. H1 and paragraph. And under paragraph we have A tag, B tag is bold tag or strong, I tag, italics or EM similar, or image tags. Alright. So basically this is the parent of these. Okay. Try to understand. This is the parent of these, and this is the parent of these two, and this is the parent of this and this. Alright. So whatever values that we mention for the parent will be inherited by the child. Okay. So we call this as child. Child of what? Child of P. We call these two as child of body. Okay. So whatever property body has, that will be inherited by this and this. Whatever property the paragraph has will be inherited by all these. Okay, similar to what I showed here. Whatever property body has will be inherited by others unless you mention specifically like this. Okay, unless you specifically mention like this. Okay, when you mention like this will be given priority, this will be given priority, and this will be neglected. Okay, now this is not conflict between selectors. Alright, so we have learnt about conflict of selectors, correct? This is not conflict of selectors. This is just parent-child relationship. Now, if you had not mentioned this, alright, then the child, what are the child of body? Child of body are paragraph, okay, paragraph and headings. So these would inherit the property of body. Okay. Now these are in turn child or children of this. So they would inherit the same property too. Unless you specify like what I did. Okay. Like what I did. Like this. Alright. So this is the property of inheritance. Now let me show you further. Let me say P, okay, let me say P, and let me say color and red, okay, color and red. So let me save it and refresh it, and you can see the paragraph comes in red color. But when you go to the paragraph, you can see paragraph has a strong element in it, okay, strong tags. Now this is equal to bold tags, B tags. Now, as you are seeing here, B is child of P, or strong, bold is child of P. So whatever property P has, paragraph has, the same will be inherited by B. Okay. Now whatever property P has, what does it have? Color red. Same will be inherited by this, and that is why this also comes in red color. Unless you specify it. Let me say it here itself. Okay. Let me say it here itself. Color blue. Alright. So let me say it here. So let me save it and let me refresh it. So you can see it comes in blue color. Even though it has inherited the property from parent, we have overridden it. Okay, we have bypassed it by mentioning the value that we want. If we do not mention, then it will inherit the property of its parent. Alright, its parent. Okay, so that is the concept of inheritance. Now, we cannot write any code here and expect it to be inherited by the children. Alright, we can use the codes related to font or text, not font, text. Only text related properties will be inherited by children. For example, these font family, font color, font weight, font size, font style, line height, letter spacing, text align, text transform, list style. So the properties related to text will be inherited by the children. Okay. Now I'll write one more property here and show you the difference. I'll write border. Okay. I'll write border and I'll write top. Okay. And here I will write 2 pixels. All right. Solid and let me say red. All right. Red. Now let me save this. And let me refresh it. And you can see one single border appears at the top of the page. Okay. So this is not inherited by, let me delete this. This is not inherited by the h1 and the paragraph. Alright, so I'll refresh and you can see the paragraph and h1 tag do not have a border above them. Okay, so that means this property is not inherited by the children. Alright, so only font related properties are inherited. Okay, next about universal selector. We have learnt about universal selector and I've told you that it is of least priority. So for universal selector we just say star, that's all. Okay, star. So star means whatever elements you have, all those elements will have these properties. Okay, all those elements will have these properties. So for now let me cut this or delete this. So let me save it and you can see it has come in green. Correct. So this is universal selector. That means everything under this should have this and this. That is what you are mentioning. Alright, everything which is under this or which comes after universal selector rules should have these properties, and that is what you are saying. Alright, it is given least priority. Now let me add this and show it to you. Let me save it and let me refresh it, and you can see every single element gets a top border. Okay, every single element gets a top border. That means this is not inherited. This is like a compulsion. Okay, this is like a compulsion. It is made compulsory for all the elements that comes in a web page. Okay, so inheritance means the child inherits parents' properties, but this universal selector says everything, every single thing, no matter parent, no matter child, every single thing should have these properties. That is what this says. Alright, and we use this when we want to fix some value for entire page. Alright, so better not use it, but it is left to you. But this is universal selector. Okay, I hope you have understood it. Now I want you to go ahead and experiment with this. Alright, experiment with the concept of inheritance and proceed to the next video. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.